Magandang araw sa lahat. Ako nga pala si George Marlo Gutierrez, acting as President of Philippine Cuisine Management Corporation. So, in this video, lilinawin ko lang, ipapaliwanag ko lang kung ano talaga ang aming project. Kasi meron kasing isang project na pinopropose sa ating Department of National Defense, sa ating military, sa ating bansa. So, we entitled this as a Philippine Military Industry and Development Program. So first, let me introduce muna kung ano kami. So the Philippine Cuisine Management Corporation is a micro-enterprise consulting firm registered in Security and Exchange Commission based in Aluran, Misamis Occidental. So maliit lang po kami kasi micro-enterprise lang po kami, small enterprise. So ang trabaho po namin ay nagko-konsulta, tumatanggap ng consultation. Meron din kaming mga secondary activity like retail, publishing. Yun ang mga secondary namin. Pero as of now, hindi pa kami nag-ooperate sa publishing at saka yung sa ibang activity. So, let's focus on the consulting project. So, as a consulting firm, meron po kaming nasa amin po na mag-a-advise, magsasuggest at magkukonsulta. Nasa amin yung Article of Incorporation, so we are authorized to do that kind of service. So isa sa mga service na inaayos namin ngayon is yung pinokonsulta namin is yung Philippine Military Industry and Development Program. So ano ba itong, so first question, what is Philippine Military Industry and Development Program? So ang Philippine Military and Industry Development Program ay isa po yung programa sa ating military na nag-create, nag-manufacture at nag-i-export ng ating mga sariling ating military vehicle and weapon. So lilinawin ko lang, isa po itong programa sa pag-create, pagmamanufacture at pag-i-export, pagbibenta ng ating mga sariling gawang ating mga military vehicle and weapon ng ating bansa. So, ang programang ito ay magki-create tayo ng ating mga sariling military vehicle like mga tangke, mga jet fighter or fighter plane. Ini na military vehicle na nagagamit ng ating military in their service. So, napapaloob po itong programa na ito. So, ito po ay consultation ng Philippine Cuisine Management Corporation dahil nakita po namin na ang ating bansa po ay wala pong sariling manufacturing, wala pong sarili nating meron po tayong mga sariling barko na pinapangalanan natin, pero hindi po yan kinikreate ng ating bansa, kundi doon pa kinikreate at manufacture sa ibang bansa tapos dinadala dito. So kulang po tayo ng ating sariling own manufacturer, unlike USA, unlike sa ibang bansa, China, Russia at iba pa. Meron na po silang sariling manufacturer ng sarili nilang vehicle, weapon vehicle or military vehicle at iba pang mga weapon. Kaya kung atin pong ipaghambing ang ang military forces ay talagang mahina pa ang bansa ng Pilipinas. Kaya nga, we suggest to consult this para mabigyan ito at makakatulong ito sa ating seguridad at pagpapalakas ng ating bansa. Lalo na ngayon, meron tayong mga problema in terms of territorial, like in the West Philippine Sea. So, it is the best time to create our own. So, meron tayong sariling atin, likhang Filipino ito. Or, not likhang Filipino, at least it is created under by and manufactured under by the Philippines. So, yun po ang Philippine Military Industry and Development Program. So, isa po itong programa sa pag-create ng ating mga military vehicle and weapon at pagbibinta nito din sa ibang mga bansa na gusto din ng ating mga nilikha. So what is the PMIDP proposal and composed of? So, hindi ko na ito ipapaliwanag isa-isa, pero the proposal is composed of annexes. So, na-compose po ito sa consulting proposal on project management plan sa pagpaplano sa proyekto, at napapoloob din dito ang proposal ng pagpaplano at pag-create ng tank manufacturing natin, jet fighter manufacturing natin, attack helicopter manufacturing natin, at ang ating aircraft carrier manufacturing. So, and then, of course, if meron tayong programa, mostly, hindi nawawala ang pagsasabatas at pagpalilegalize ng ating gobyerno niyan. Kaya, napapaloob din dito ang draft of the creation of the Philippine Military and Industry Development Program Law. So, mostly sa law tayo ngayon para maintindihan natin. So, before that, ano ba ang history ng Philippine Military and Industry Development Program? So, nagsisimula yan sa akin kasi meron nang doon pa ako sa Manila is mayroon akong sinasuggest doon na mga pag-create ng military tank at saka yung ibang vehicle. Pero suggestion lang as a citizen. So, nagpapadala ako ng letter doon sa Department of National Defense for a creation. Pero hindi talaga siya complete. Parang suggestion and advice lang from the people as citizen of the country. So, and then, by 2025, dinagdagan ko from based on my other project na mga project na mag-create, and then after the establishment of the Philippine Crushing Management Corporation, so inaayos ko na dito sa programa na ito. So, yun po ang history ng Philippine Military Industry and Development Program. So, nagsimula yan sa aking suggestion, pero hindi kasi nasagot. Kaya, napunta sa consulting proposal, which is now under the Philippine Military Industry and Development Program. So, ngayon dito tayo sa batas. So, what is PMIDP or Philippine Military and Industry Development Program Act? So, ako po ang nag-draft nito, pero talagang mag-propose ng batas na ito at magiging sponsor of authorship is ang ating namang mga kongresista, ating mga abogado or nasa kongreso. So ang ginawa ko lang nito ay draft lang. So dito maintindihan natin ang how the Philippine Military and Industry Development Program created. So, how low? So, intro. Paano ba nasimulan? So, dito, kasi meron tayong batas, ang ating gobyerno, ating military, ang ating constitution, meron tayong batas, which is, tinatawag natin na self-reliance law. So yun ang ating batas sa ating Republic Act 12024 under Section 2, Declaration of Policy under the SRDP law. So dito sa Section 2 sa batas natin, it shall be the policy of the state to serve and protect its people and sovereignty at all times. The state also recognizes the important role of a self-reliance and defense posture in national defense. So yun ang ating batas. Thus, it is imperative to revitalize the country's self-reliant defense posture programs and to fully harness the potential of the defense industry at a time when security threats are imminent and continue to evolve. Toward this end, a state shall undertake to develop the defense industry and its capability to locally produce advanced weaponry and equipment for its armed forces through technology transfer, partnership with and incentives to the private sector. So, dito, sa Section 2 na ito, may palisiya ang ating state na mag-create in advance to create locally produced advanced weaponry. Toward this end, the state shall undertake to develop the defense industry and its capability to locally produce advanced weaponry and equipment. So meron na tayong batas na nag-a-allow na pwede tayong mag-produce locally ng advanced weaponry and equipment for each armed forces through technology transfer, partnership. So, through technology transfer, so pwede tayong mag-export. Import dito through technology transfer, partnership, depende. Partnership with our local enterprise or manufacturer. And with incentives, so dapat may bayad sa mga private sector. So ibig sabihin sa SRDP law, nag-a-allow sila na mag-create with partnership. So dito na kami pumapasok kasi the Philippine Quasi Management Corporation is a private sector. Nabilong kami sa private sector. So we are now proposing to partner to the state, to the government, to the Department of National and Defense and Armed Forces of the Philippines to locally produce and create this advanced weaponry and equipment. Kasi inalaw dito meron tayong batas na nag-a-allow na pwede. Pero mayroon ngang nag-propose to create pero hindi lahat, hindi pangkalahatan from single or from time to time. Mag-create tayo dito ng tank pero pa-create natin doon sa ipa-partner natin, create natin sa ibang bansa or sa ating local. Pero hanggang lang doon, wala talagang programa na nagkakaisip, wala talagang nakakaisip o hindi pa naisipan ng ating military na mag-create ng permanent and long program kung saan always create. So this is the program that will fulfill that plano. So ang Philippine Military and Development Philippine Military Industry and Development Program is a long-term program. So magiging niyang permanent kasi is a program na mag-create parati ang ating military, magde-develop like sa ibang bansa. So dito na pumapasok ang partnership ng Philippine Sea Management Corporation at ang Department of National Defense and Armed Forces of the Philippines to create. Pero ang aming party dito is consultation lang kasi sila man ang may pera. So kami ang nagkukonsulta at nagtatrabaho din sa mga ibang pwede naming maitrabaho. So na klaro naman dito kasi nakaka-online post naman ito, naka-publicity naman itong batas na ito. So nandito sa whereas in pursuant of the Republic Act 12024 Section 2, it is declared that the unit shall endeavor to develop the defense industry and enhance its capability to locally produce advanced weaponry and equipment for the armed forces of the Philippines through technology transfer and partnership with and incentives to the private sector. Whereas in the line with the provision on private sector's partnership and incentives, the state shall endeavor to develop the defense industry and enhance its capability to locally produce advanced weaponry and equipment for the armed forces of the Philippines. The Department of National Defense and the Armed Forces of the Philippines shall enter into partnership with Philippine Sea Management Corporation, a private sector's entity, and the initial project offerer and consulting firm. So para maayos itong ganitong klaseng programa, so there must be a partnership na magiging will happen. So yan kasi ang sinasabatas ng SRDP. So kailangan natin mag-create, mag-allow to locally produce, but we have to partner with the private sectors. Hindi po, wala pong sinabi dito na mag-create lang ang military ng sarili-sarili nila. Wala pa. But they have to partner with incentives to the private sectors. Kung meron man, siguro hindi ko yan nakita, pero based on the SRDP in the section 2 declaration of the policy, kailangan nilang mag-create locally produce but to partner, not sa kanila lang. Kaya nga kailangan siguro sa pag-create ng batas na ito, kasi we are Republican, we are more on people, hindi tayo monarchy na may nagmamay-ari, lahat nagmamay-ari sa ating bansa, may karapatan sa ating bansa. So pinapabor nila ang pagsasabatas sa private sector. So kahit hindi man kami manufacturing, but as a private sector, we can support through our consultation to create. So that is why the creation of the Philippine Military and Development Program is in partnership with the Philippine Sea Management Corporation. So yun po ang nangyayari dito. Kasi for the sake of the manufacturing is kailangan mag-partnership for sa ating private sectors with incentives. Siyempre, may budget yan, may incentives yan, may babayaran yan. So, yun po ang ating Philippine Military and Industry Development Program. So, ano ba itong mga weapon na ito? Military weapon na pwede natin i-produce, i-create. So, ito po yung mga tank, yung ating multi-role jet fighter, yung ating tank. Meron akong sinasuggest, include sa temporary suggestion is ang Carabao tank natin based on our national animal, Carabao. Ang ating jet fighter which is PE-21, our Philippine Eagle jet fighter based on our national bird. So, mga suggestion yan. Pero pwede pa din yan baguhin, ayusin, at ipa-finalize pa rin yan ng ating military. Kasi ang military naman ang tumatanggap dito. So, that is why the law creation, that is the reason why the Philippine Kasi Management Corporation enter into a partnership. So, what is covered in the Philippine Military and Industry Development Program? So, law. So, nandito ang batas. Kung inyong titignan at intindihin, nandiyan na ang mini-mention na kung ano yung mga military vehicle na pwede natin i-create, i-self-manufacture ng ating bansa at i-export. So, from tank, from helicopter, attack helicopter, from sea crafts like warship or any mga fighter plane, jet fighters, tanks, and mga weapon na gagamitin attachment to this military vehicle na pwede. Meron nga akong nilagay dyan na nuclear, but with the permission, kasi yung nuclear, if you're going to create and manufacture or have your own nuclear, I think may mga legal yan na requirements sa international. So, yan, meron tayong batas tungkol sa pag-create nitong mga military vehicle. And then, dito sa creation ng military, nandito din yung creation sa military vehicle. So first, lilinawin ko lang, if itong batas na ito ay ma-approve under the Declaration of Policy, it is owned by the state, it is owned by the people. Kinaclear ko lang dito na hindi po ito pag-aari ng gobyerno lang. May karapatan at pag-aari din ito ng mamamayan. Kasi protection ito ng lahat ng mga tao. So pagmamayari ito ng state, ng people, since we are the part of the state. So mayroon tayong karapatan ang mga tao dito. Under the supervision of the Department of National Defense and Armed Forces of the Philippines. Dahil sila man yung authority ng military natin. So, kaya nga ang dito sa batas, ang pagdadrop ko nitong batas na ito, sa pag-create ko ng creation, how to create, kasi meron ditong creation, law of creation and procedure. If you're going to look in our the law, the draft, meron ditong creation. So ang creation nito is kailangan ng endorsement. First, we're going to endorse what is the what is going to create. If it is a tank, if it is a jet fighter, motor jet fighter, if it is seacraft, warship. So, kailangan munang dumaan yan ng endorsement. So, meron tayong approval na at least 1/2 of all active generals of the respective assignee. if ang Navy mag-propose ng warship, or ang Army mag-propose ng tank, or ang Air Force mag-propose ng jet fighter, so lahat ng assignee, like for example Air Force, so lahat ng mga general ng Air Force bubutuhan yan kung okay ba, kailangan ba tayong mag-create dito. Kung hindi naman papasa, kasi may option ito, it is and needs approval of 1/2 of all active generals of the respective assignee, including commanding general of sa branch lang yan, kung Navy, kung Air Force, sa mga general ng Air Force, commanding general ng Air Force, at saka yung pag hindi yan papasa, hindi lang man ang general ang pwedeng may power or may rights for the decision making, dapat din nilang pagbigyan ang mga soldier nito. Hindi lang sila, although mayroon silang power to decide, but when it comes to creation, atin yan, it is owned by state, so dapat may karapatan ang lahat. So 1/2 of the general, kung hindi ito papasa ang 1/2 of general, at least may chance pa 1/2 of all active respective assignee personnel or soldier. So it's either of that, or either 1/2 of all active general, or 1/2 of all active respective assignee personnel. Kung hindi papasa sa mga general, then may chance pa i-approve ng pagbobotohan ng mga personnel o soldier. Like for example, if you are personnel na assigned sa your Air Force personnel or soldier, then boto ka. So lahat yan, from Air Force, Army, and Navy, at all their subsidiaries branches. So yun po ang batas, yung submit ng design certification, so kailangan yan na approve, and then yung intellectual property dapat na unique, hindi nangungopya ng iba sa ibang bansa o sa iba. So yun po ang dapat. It is created by a Congress, kasi every military vehicle mayroon yang batas, mayroon yang i-create na batas. Creation of this Philippine Eagle Jet Fighter 01 model. So creation of this one, so Congress yan, approved by the Congress, kasi it is owned by, the program is owned by the state if it is given a chance to be approved. It's owned by the state, so dapat mayroon talaga yung legalized for the creation. Tapos ang procedure is, first we have to submit, kailangan mag-submit ng petition ang respective, like Air Force, Navy, any military personnel. So mag-submit ng petition with an attached documents. So dito merong naka-certified. After the endorsement, magpa-certified sila. Magpa-certified sila for approval sa 1/2 of the general or mga personnel. Then ang plano nila, ang mga design plan nila, ang certification of IP, and then ang complete production proposal nila, then the consent letter, And then Philippine Class-A consent letter. So dito maraming sigurong nagtatanong kung bakit may Philippine Class-A consent letter o every endorsement. So bakit may kasama pang Philippine Class-A Management Corporation consent letter yung mag-create before as one of attached document? Kasi po ito pong Philippine Military and Industry Development Program is amin po itong programa na sinasuggest doon sa ating gobyerno. Ibig sabihin is intellectual property po namin ito. So intellectual property namin ito a program to create sarili nating military vehicle. Kasi wala pang programa, or meron na siguro gaya ng nadinig ko yung SBT tank sa Israel. Pero ang nagmamanufacture nun is ang Israel manufacturing nila. Hindi talaga ang Philippine. Kasi yung Philippine talaga, sa aking pagkakaalam ngayon, wala pa tayong sariling state manufacturing facility ng ating mga military vehicle, from tank, from jet fighter, to military vehicle. Wala pa. So this is a first time. So nagiging namin itong intellectual property to create ang sariling atin, pero limited lang for the creation of our own military vehicle. Pagdating na sa pag-create, pagpo-purchase, pag-i-import ng mga military vehicle from other nation to Philippines, hindi na cover yan, kasi ang amin lang dito is yung pag-create ng sariling atin. Meron ng previous na na-create ng sariling atin, pero hanggang ang intellectual property lang doon is limitado lang hanggang natapos ang creation na yon. Like for example, na-create ang barko ng anumang pangalan yon, barko ng ating bayani. Yun lang. Ang intellectual property na mag-create is yun. Pero after, wala na silang kasi ang intellectual property kasi is a unique, at tapos sino yung una. Nakauna silang nag-create, nagpa-create sa ibang bansa, pinangalanan ng sariling atin, hanggang doon lang nang natapos na ang intellectual property noon. Ang bago na naman is wala pa. So ngayon mayroon na tayong bago na pinopropose na kung saan is the creation of our own manufacturing facility. So tuloy-tuloy na ito. Hanggang kailan ito matatapos, hindi ko alam. So this is nag-start ang manufacturing facility, which is is needed to be respected by our government. Kasi sila nga ang nag-aayos ng mga ganyang batas para ma-secure ang mga sariling atin. So, from the moment this program, kung ano mang napapaloob nitong programa na ito, creation ng sariling atin, pag-create ng sariling ating manufacturing, pag-create ng ating sariling mga military vehicle, from military vehicle in land, sea, and air, then intellectual property na ng Philippine Class-A. Tapos yung i-transferred sa intellectual property, mapupunta ng gobyerno niyan is yung kanilang binabayaran, kanilang ina-approve. Kaya nga every creation of the manufacturing is, kasi ang intellectual property ng Philippine Class-A o ang ina-assist ng Philippine Class-A is pag-create parati ng pag-create parati ng military vehicle. Yun ang intellectual property. So nasa kanila yun karapatan. Kaya every mag-create ang gobyerno, kailangan ng consent of the Philippine Casino Management Corporation. And then after the consent was provided by us, then that's the time on that particular creation, the intellectual property is been transferred to the government. So magiging sa kanila na yun. So yun po ang aming ditong pinapaliwanag. Kaya nga nasali kami sa requirements in respect to the intellectual property. Kasi yan. Kaya consent lang naman. Meron naman tayong ibang agreement. Yan na pumapasok ang business ng Philippine Casino, services ng Philippine Casino Management and partnership to the military government. So, I hope naintindihan nyo. So, ang aming intellectual property dito is a program to create our own military vehicle. So, it needs to be respected by the military. Kasi kami man ang nagiging na namang bago niyan. Meron na silang na-create dati, pero hanggang doon lang yun kasi na-create na. Hindi na sila nag-start program to create new. Now, the Philippine Casino start that program to create new, but this is not only limited. Tuloy-tuloy ito. Kasi ang programa is manufacturing, producing military vehicle. So, in order to create new, meron na kasing nag-ayos na kasi ang Philippine Casino, so the government will cooperate to ask for the consent in respect of the intellectual property. So, parang yun ang nangyayari. So, every mag-create ang government ng bagong model, bagong creation, they have to ask a consent to the Philippine Casino Management Corporation to gain and required and to transfer the intellectual property of rights to create. Kasi ang intellectual property is create, manufacturing na sa mga military vehicle from air, land, water, and ground ba? So, intellectual property, so yun na, dapat silang magrespeto niyan. So, mayroon kaming dalawang rule dito. Is either mag-continue kami to propose new model. Kasi ang first model ko na sinali ko dito when it comes sa creation of tank is yung Carabao tank model. Yung pati yung initial design niya, pero temporary design, it can be finalized. Ang sinali ko doon sa jet fighter is yung ating Philippine Eagle jet fighter model. Kung meron silang ibang model, pwede, but since it is now cover on the creation of that, kasi ang model is pangalan na yan, modelo yan, but ang kinikreate nila is isa, is yung military vehicle which is under the intellectual property of the Philippine Casino Management Corporation. So, kailangan nilang consent. So, meron nagtatanong, the military has the rights to create their own military. Yes. Kung wala pang iba. Kasi, in this nation, in this state, we are composed of government, composed of private people, businesses. Nagre-respetuhay tayo dito. We provided law. Yung sa military, mayroon silang Republic Act. Yung sa mga private, meron din silang Republic Act. Meron din kaming Republic Act na dapat nating respetuin. Ang nakaproblema lang ng military natin, hindi nila naisipan kaagad na mag-create ng ganito. Kaya nga, naunahan sila sa mga private ng ganitong programa. Kaya, you have to accept and respect it. Kasi ang business namin is protected by the law. Kaya nga, this new program is under the intellectual property of the Philippine Grassy Management Corporation. Kung ano man yung ma-approve nila, matatransfer yun sa government at saka military. So kaya nga, dito sa explanation kong ito is ini-include ko talaga itong creation kasi nandito kami. At saka yung batas, bakit nandyan ang Philippine Grassy Management Corporation? Hindi ba dapat wala na sila dyan kasi sa government yan? Yes, pwede kung sila. Pero this program was created and under by the SRDP or Self-Reliance Defense Posture. Kailangan mag-partnership ang ating military sa mga private sectors with incentives to create a locally produced military vehicle. Kung kailangan nating magsabatas niyan, gaya ng ginagawa natin dito in that kind of partnership, then we have to include if necessary. Or kung may way sila na hindi lang i-include kasi batas o sa ibang mga documents, pwede naman sa agreement. So yun ang kinaklarify ko dito. Kaya when it comes to creation of military vehicle, this new, meron ng programa diyan na nag-propose, which is ang Philippine Military Industry and Development Program. Yun na ang dapat nating respetuhin. In respect sa mga nagninegosyo, in respect for their service and activity. Kaya nga, ipinopropose namin sa, when it comes to creation, when it comes to the authority, yes, the military, the Department of National Defense, ang may authority, ang may mag-create. Kaya nga, pinopropose namin at kinokonsulta. Pero when it comes to consultation, kung pwede, kung mag-create ta, syempre, rirespetuhin ng government yan. Kasi, magiging corruption ang labas niyan. Meron ng programa, meron ng kinokonsulta na creation, manufacturing, ini-ignore nila. Yan. Tapos, nag-create sila ng manufacturing nila. Nag-create sila ng mga military vehicle nila. That is corruption to those. May nagtatanong, may tatanong, sorry. Meron sigurong naguguluhan. Ano ba ang role ng Procurement Act? Diba? Sabi nila, pwede naman, pwede namin ipamahagi doon sa ibang mga kumpanya, sa ibang, pwede namin makipag-partners. Yes, but this is the Philippine Procurement Act created only to provide chances to the other private. Like for example, dito, Philippine Military Industry Program, nga pinopropose ng consulting firm ng Philippine Grassy. Philippine Grassy has the intellectual rights of this program as a first project offerer. Unique yan nila. Once na i-propose nila yan sa Philippine Military and Department of National Defense, Department of National Defense and Armed Forces of the Philippines, kukunin nila yung project na yan, consulting project. Tapos, kung ano man yung napapaloob ng project na yan, depende na yan, pwede nila yan i-give, pwede nila ibigay yan na chances sa iba. Like for example, project management, mga materials, procurement of materials na needed for manufacturing, establishment of manufacturing facility, at iba pang mga necessary materials na kailangan for the creation of military vehicle. So, pwede nila lang ipabid. From project, ang project operator is under the procurement law, yun ang original. Nasa kanila yung intellectual property. Hindi na dapat nila yan, hindi na dapat yan gayahin. Ang project hindi dapat gayahin yan ng ibang mga consulting firm. Kasi original yan. once nga i-propose yan sa government, ang government, nasa batas yan na pwede nilang ipabid ang project. Kaso, dyan pumapasok ang mga private. Kaso hindi nila pwedeng kopyahin yan na mag-iba sila ng proposal. Magbibid lang sila for that project proposal. Kung sino yung lower ng price, sinong nananalo, yun ang mabibigyan ng award ng procurement natin. Pero if the company copy this program and propose, no, that is violation of the intellectual property. That is also a corruption to the side of the government. If government, ang gawin lang ng ibang mga private company, hintayin nila ang project na first ki-offer ng Philippine Crasy is ma-approve. Then that's the time na they will enter into participation of bidding. If they are awarded, then buti, swerte sila. But dito, sabihin ko lang, even though may rights kami to pursue, especially to habulin yung mga sabi sa batas, may rights ang project offer, ang first offer na habulin yung pinaka lowest or pinaka higher bidder ng project, kung ano yung price nila. Kasi they have the privilege, they were given the privilege kasi project offerer sila. Pero hindi na kami kasi is this Philippine Military Industry Development Project is a big project. It's billion, composed of billion. So hindi, we are a micro enterprise firm. So hanggang consultation lang kami, partnership for the sake of the establishment of the locally produced natin na mga military vehicle. We need to go on that partnership kasi ang military, marami naman silang pwedeng ipa-partner dito. This project, pwede silang marami namang magiging gawin nilang partnership dito. Partnership sa mga ganyan-ganyan. Project management, partnership sa mga program pang pwedeng mangyayari o ma-establish under this program. So hanggang consultation lang kami and partnership, and then yung mga ibang service gaya ng providing consent, providing consultation, at yung ibang mga management na pwede namin ma-cover under our service. Pagdating sa project establishment, management, and construction, ipabid na lang nila yan. So diyan na pumapasok yung mga private company. Pero when it comes to creation of the same, nag-propose kami as our original kasi wala pa kasing nag-propose nito, programa na ito, and creation of our own, hindi pwede itong gayahin ng ibang kumpanya dahil mag-propose din sila ng sarili nila. Hindi. That is a violation of our intellectual property. An unfair competition. Kundi, hintayin na lang nila na yung project i-approve ng military, tapos pwede sila, kung iimbitahan sila for the bidding, dyan sila papasok for the participation of the project. Kung ma-awardan sila sa project, then swerte sila. Sa kanila yun. Sa kanila yung project. Pero, gaya yung sinabi, kung meron lang kaming kakayan, pwede namin yun, pwede din kaming maghabol kung sino yung higher bidder ng project. Kasi project, we are provided privilege to do that. Yung mga project operator, kasi yun sa procurement. But yung mga iba na mga project, kasi intellectual property, hindi ito pwede kasi yung ibang sa Procurement Act, meron tayong exemption, bypass. If mag-exempt tayo, if ang project was intellectual property by the company na nag-offer. So, yun po, baka naguguluhan kayo kung medyo hindi pa siguro masyadong na-explain kasi depende lang kasi yan sa explain. So, pwede naman tayo mag-usap, takin nyo lang ako. So, yun ang baka kasi mayroon gustong mag-propose ng pareho, kagaya ng project na yan, mag-iba. That is violation under the intellectual property. Dito kasi may ang intellectual property napapaloob kasi yan tatlo. So may copyright, may patent, at saka may trademark. So under the copyright, meron na kaming intellectual property dyan. Ang patent, wala pa kasi kaming na-assemble, pero mayroon na kaming mga design. So kung meron kayong kagaya sa mga writings or expression, that is violation. So it's better na lang to bid on this project. So in this project, proposed to the military, and then if approved, it will be enter into a bidding process. Not this project will be copied by another and enter into a bidding process. No, it's violation of copyright. This only project, and then ipabid sa lahat ng mga private other company. Not the same proposal proposed to the government. That is violation of the intellectual property. Only this one, and then they are the one to get the project to bidding. So yun ang procurement. So kaya nang sinabi ko, it's better nga kung gusto nyong ma-awardan, tulungan natin na ma-approve itong project na ito kasi for sure nasa sa inyo naman ito, yung mga kumpanya, yung mga manufacturing. Hindi nga sila manufacturing sila, pero pwede man sila mag-enter into construction kasi kung manufacturing, they have already the capability to construct manufacturing facility. So pwede nila yan kung gusto silang mag-build. So depende yan naman sa ating gobyerno. So yun po ang clarification. So in-explain ko lang dito sa operation and procedure kung bakit kami na-involved. Siguro kailangan lang siguro talaga kasi the SRDP rule, kailangan natin mag-partnership to the private sector in order to locally produce the military vehicle natin and equipment. So marami pa dito sa batas and exporting dito sa ating batas, nag-allow tayo na magbinta. Kaya nga magdalawang batas ang ginawa ko dito, ang dinadraft ko dito. Pwede naman ito gawing isa, pero pinaghiwalay ko lang kung sakali kasi baka kasi isa lang ang i-approve nila, madali lang natin gawing isa, pero mas mabuting dalawa. Itong isa is yung law for the Philippine Military and Industry Development. It is a corporation, is a GOCC or Government on Control Corporation. So ang batas na ito, ang gobyerno nito, ang sa consultation dito is mag-create ang ating gobyerno ng authority agency, which is yan ang Philippine Military and Industry Development Authority. Yun ang authority under by the Department of National Defense or Armed Forces of the Philippines as a parent agency. So ito po yung authority nitong programa na ito, na sila ang kanila pong producing, ang creation nila is yung pong Government on Control Corporation or Philippine Military and Industry Development. So ang PMIDA o Philippine Military and Industry yung authority ng gobyerno. Sila po yung authority, nag-authorize lahat. At yung nag-create ng in-authorize nila is yung i-establish ng gobyerno na government on control corporation or isang military manufacturing yan, from manufacturing of tank, jet fighter, or anyway military weapon from land base, sea base, and air base. So authority, and you say bakit may magtatanong, baka may magtatanong, bakit naman GOCC? Bakit hindi na lang natin i-create? Magkakaroon tayo ng manufacturing, bakit kailangan natin i-create? Kasi itong GOCC, ginawa ko itong idea na ito, o GOCC, kasi hindi lang tayo nag-create for the supply of the military weapon on our own state, but we're going to make profit, mag-i-export tayo, magbibenta tayo para naman makabawi tayo sa ating pondo at budget na nagasto natin for the manufacturing and creation. Gaya ng ibang bansa, nagbibenta sila ng USA, nagbibenta sila ng mga kanilang manufacturing. So para ma-easy, mapadali at mas smooth yung ating mas mabuting government on control corporation ang i-establish ng gobyerno natin. Kasi ang corporation is yun po ang for business kasi yan. So hindi tayo nag-create ng sarili lang natin na mag-create lang tayo ng manufacturing ng gobyerno. Pag magbibenta tayo, medyo hindi kayo mostly parang gobyerno talaga ang nagbibenta. Mas mabuti namang corporation ng gobyerno ang nagbibenta or business para makita naman na we are also doing this for profit, para in return for the investment of the government. Kasi if you are going to see the law, ang overall lang investment ng gobyerno is aabot itong almost 1 trillion peso. Kung sa tank lang, manufacturing from tank and creation of the first model is billion din. Jet fighter, from creation of the manufacturing facility, lahat, and then the first model Philippine Eagle, billion din. And aircraft carrier. Kaya nga itong programa na ito is talagang napakalaki ang gagastusin ng gobyerno nito. Kaya nga consultation lang naman po kami. Consultation lang kami, nagbibigay lang ako ng initial consulting when it comes to the project management plan, organizational plan, at kung ano-ano. Pero yan is a consultation. Depends pa rin yan sa ating military kung kukunin nila yan. Yun ang susundin nila o i-develop ba o hindi. As long as nakonsultahan namin. At gaya ko din ng sinabi ko, papaliwanag ko din sa iba kong mga video na we are registered as stock corporation, profit corporation. So we are doing this for profit. So nagpabayad po kami sa aming consultation. Alam ng gobyerno yan. Legal po kami yan. They know that ang aming serbisyo, nagpabayad talaga kami sa aming consultation proposal kung i-accept nila. Kaya gusto ko lang na maintindihan nyo na hindi po kami ng pira-pira dito. Talagang trabaho namin ito. Kasi if you are going to start a consulting firm business, alam nyo naman nga ang mga advice ninyo, mga consulting nyo, binabayaran kayo. Normal po yan. Kaya legal po yan. Meron po kaming resibo dito. So yun po ang clarification. Hope you understand it. kung bakit nasali kami dyan. So, FEMIDP is now the program and law for manufacturing, producing, and development military vehicle and weapon in the Philippines. So, ito na ba yung programa natin? Tuloy-tuloy na ba to? Yes, ito na po. If ma-approve ito na po ang may dala sa ating state manufacturing, military manufacturing vehicle ng ating bansa. Hanggang ito ay i-close ng gobyerno. Sana wag po. Kasi makatulong ito. So ito na po. Dito na po ang mag-aayos lahat. So who own the IP of Philippine military industry? Sa ngayon, kami po ang may own yan. Once na i-approve ng gobyerno kung ano man yung binabayaran nila dyan, anong party dyan, anong serbisyo dyan, ang ina-approve nila, ma-transfer dyan ng gobyerno, ma-own yan ng gobyerno. So, ngayon na hindi pa sila sumasagot, so nanatili pa yan sa amin. So, ang unauthorized pa yung mag-create ng sariling atin. Kasi, magiging corruption yan sa aming IP. Kung mag-purchase ang gobyerno military vehicle sa ibang bansa, manufacture ng ibang bansa, pwede. Pero if they create their own or our own, nag-violate yan sa aming intellectual property. Kasi yun ang aming proposal. Parang kinukurap nila. Parang kinukuha nila without respecting our rights to do business in the country. So, yun po ang IP. So, meron na po akong copyright intellectual property niyan, certification. Dito, ano na po yan. So, yun po ang ating munang tatalakayin. Malaki-laki pa itong Philippine Military Industry Development Program. Lalo na sa batas, meron pa tayong ibang dapat ayos. So, ito munang video na ito, i-clarify ko lang yung mga dapat muna. So, I hope sa next video, kung gagawin ko yung next video, matatakayin natin yung iba. So, I hope naintindihan nyo po. Marami pong salamat. Suportahan po natin yung Philippine Military Industry Development Program para din ma-straighten pa, mapatibay pa, at mapalakas pa ang ating puwersa ng militar protection sa ating bansa. Maraming salamat po.